Greetings all, Devious Monkey here, and I am doing one of my favorite pastime, enjoyable things to do. And there's this little nook here where you can park, and you're right across the street from where the fighter jets take off and land at Oceana Naval Air Station. And I hit pay dirt. I mean, I've never had an opportunity to be here when so many jets are taking off and landing and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Normally I drive here and then I sit down and nothing comes by, and then when I leave, then they start taking off and landing again. So I lucked out. So without further ado, check out some jets, man. This is part of what I love doing. Watch this. So close, you almost feel like you're gonna get blown over. God, the power on these things is amazing. This is gonna be good. God, I fucking love that. Okay, wasn't that fun? I love that. I love watching those jets fly over. Everybody warned me that moving to where we live now, that we would be annoyed by the jets. And I was like, man, I didn't want to move there because of the jets. I mean, I'm not right across the street from the base because those planes are so powerful that they would literally, I mean, it would be annoying. But where we are, it's not annoying at all, and I actually love it when I see the jets flying around. I'm still a little kid, and I'm ooh, you know, putting back my sunroof and looking out the windows and stuff. I love that stuff. Today was a double treat for me because this right now and all that jet footage, it's all shot on my new GH5. So I got a new GH5. I'm sorry, Panasonic. I'm sorry to everybody out there that's suffering through this, but I had so many problems with my G85 and my G7 the past, you know, like last week leading up to my buying GH5 with the focus. I don't care if it was autofocus or manual focus. You know, manual focus for me is great if I'm sitting right here sometimes, unless I want to put something up to the camera. You know, I could get around that, but it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I went out into the woods to test the G85, you know, with different autofocus settings, And when I got back, not only was the autofocus unbelievably unreliable and annoying, but it was so jittery and pulsing that it made me sick to my stomach, so I couldn't deal with it. Now, at most, what I'm going to have to deal with is how I'm going to be mounting all this stuff. It seems like for video, Arca Swiss stuff is going to be a lot better and a little bit more prevalent than the Manfrotto little quick plates that I use, you know, that I had on all my photography gear. I mean, I've got a ton of those things, and it's just not working. They're also incredibly heavy. They've added so much weight. So when I'm carrying this 5K kit around, it's so heavy, you know, that my stuff is jittery because I'm trying to hold it up, and you know, I've got the strap, and I've found a way that I can sort of use that to sort of stabilize it, but you know, walking around, it's just not going to cut it. That's why I think I have to rethink the whole Arca Swiss Manfrotto thing. Right now I have everything screwed to this Manfrotto plate, the bigger video plate, because I have a video fluid head. Yeah, a fluid head thingamajigger for the tripod, so that's how that is. But all that aside, shooting with this GH5, I have the Panasonic 12-35 f2.8 version 2, and the combination is spectacular. I couldn't be happier. I mean, right now, if I had been sitting here with the G85 with the same settings, it just wasn't working, and it's not like I'm using bad lenses either, so it just wasn't working out. So I'm going to get rid of the G85 and the G7, and I'm just going to shoot video on this GH5 and stills on my G9. Besides which, those both are almost identical in layout, so sort of. It's just a little bit easier to do that way. I did not want to just use the G9 because the settings that I use for photography, still photography, are so different from what I would use for video, and I didn't want to have to keep going back and forth and going back and forth. So I watched the Cody Warner video that he put out, you know, like a week ago, about his settings for his GH5 and how he set up all of his custom dials and everything. And I pretty much, you know, other than reversing the order, I matched what he did, and I've been playing around. I haven't done any slow motion work just because I haven't. I might do that tomorrow, but I am not unhappy with the footage of the jets today. If I had tried to do that with my G85, which I actually did do at an air show, you know, back in the summertime, all that footage was unusable. It was absolutely utter shit. And this stuff I think is pretty good, other than, you know, my camera operating, which is tough to do when you have a bad back and you're trying to get these jets and they're whipping over so fast. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way things went, and I'm happy with, I love this GH5. I'm an idiot. I should have gotten that before anything else. I should have gotten the G9 and the GH5 like I had originally intended to, and I wouldn't have had all these problems these past several months. But that's okay. The past is the past. The future is where we're going. I'm very happy with the way things are now. I'm very happy with my gear, other than trying to figure out how I'm going to mount it and carry it around and not have to switch plates 1,000 times. But otherwise, all is well. So hopefully, you know, my game has been upped with this GH5. I'm going to be getting better footage. Now I just have to provide you with better stories and a little bit better editing. But I've been working on that too. So I hope you enjoyed the jets. I hope you keep coming back for more. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate the views, and I hope that I get more comments, because I need the constructive criticism. It's the only way for me to learn, is by screwing things up and having people tell me, you know, the best ways to fix that, or to encourage me to do so. You know, I mean, if you only have stupid things to say, then go away, but whatever. Thanks for joining me, and remember, kids, forward and up.